issues, this is by all means something y'all can tell me. It's definitely, oh wow, Kareem's already in. You're in before the ping, bro. You should redeem that first. Um, that's impressive. You got in real quick this morning. There we go. Okay. Cool. All right. Good to send off the ping roll. Let's see, Cleo. Oh, I'm muted. Good afternoon. Okay, so why am I muted? Let's find out. Stream settings. That would be why Bluetooth audio was not on. Viewer count. Turn that on. Unmute. Keep screen on the live. All right, let's see how that goes. Nice. Okay. Welcome on in, Hodel, Butters, Cleo, Big Red Fro. Good morning to you. It's 6:40 in the morning here, so it's still very much morning for us here in the Aloha State, where America ends its day, I suppose, because Guam's tagline is "Where America begins its day." Uh, I don't think the United States has any other part of it that is closer to the international date line but east of it. Because I think American Samoa is on the other side of the date line. I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure Hawaii is the furthest. It's the furthest west you can go in the United States. Don't quote me on that. Maybe there's some small island or atoll in the Pacific that you can, maybe Midway. But I mean, can you really go to Midway unless you're? Anyway, all right. So can I get a AV check? How's audio visual looking? We're using a new phone today, or well, new to us. I'll explain that one whenever he gets here, but I'm not gonna spoil it yet. All right. So got a thumbs up from Big Red. Awesome. That's really what I was after. Today's a pull dominant pull day, or sorry, a vertical dominant pull day. Just trying to set everything up. Obviously, want to make sure the tech is good today. If this doesn't work, we'll go back to using my existing phone and turning this phone into the one where I kind of view everything from like stream manager mode. So like that's sort of the difference is now, ideally what I want to do is use this stream as a test rig. Or not, sorry, use this phone as my streaming rig pretty much exclusively, and then reserve my phone for actually doing admin stuff, maybe depending on mic and AV setups in the future, maybe go the route of making that my music player, that sort of thing. So yeah, so I misspoke. It was not a yacht. Technically, it was a catamaran, but am I really gonna complain? Hell no. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Yeah, that's about right. So let's get started here. Here we go, set one. Come on. That's good. 15 reps. So we got, I don't know if y'all could tell, we got 45 pounds on today. I'm going to start there for 2 reps. And then try and go up a little bit, actually, to 80 pounds as opposed to a normal 70. We didn't see chat for the redeem. Okay, so yes, that is one where I have to, didn't show up on the activity feed. Was it a points redeem? See, okay, this is, there we go. All right. So if there was a redeem, oh, it's pack bounce. Well, I can do that. Bum 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 bum. There you go. The slightly off cadence. Let's see. Okay, this is the other one I'm trying to do, is figure out what is up with Twitch on this. Twitch's user layout doesn't seem like it's not the same when I'm live that it is when I'm off the air, and I'm absolutely bewildered as to why that is. It's like I can't access Twitch, my stream manager on here without figuring it out. I get tired of that. I mean, it's probably my best muscle in terms of prominence. This just doesn't make sense to me. Here we go. So this is, no. So how do I, see, this is not, it's not letting me search for channels. It's not letting me, this is really annoying, actually. I do not understand the Twitch app. Twitch app's garbage, man. Early stream. Hey, Mikey. Okay. So I'm glad you're in here, actually, because I'm going to do one more set, and then I wanted to talk. So actually, super thrilled you're in here because I am streaming from your phone using that as a streaming rig. So I'm going to rely on you a little bit for AV quality assurance. So you're going to be my QA man for this. I'm also monitoring battery life. Now, I only installed the Twitch app, Stream Elements, DuckDuckGo, and Discord on this phone. So there shouldn't be a ton of background apps or processes running. So this will be a really good test to see, okay, you know, these workout streams usually run about 2 hours. Can this phone's battery handle that? It's 45 milliamp hours, so it should 4,500 milliamp hours, excuse me. So it shouldn't have any issues, but you know, we'll find out. I'm gonna lower this just a tad. There we go. Okay. Big Red complaining about the Titans already. I guess it is August. All right, let's go. Second set. was 15, not bad. There to go up weight, felt pretty decent. I need the other 35 for this. We're gonna make a little sandwich, a 35, 10, 35 sandwich. I'm not expecting more than about maybe 5 or 6 reps here. I've never done this before. Typically, I go with 70 pounds, there being like either a 45 and a 25 or two 35s. So sliding a little 10 ski in between them, a little bit of a shake up, a little new challenge there. So we'll see how that goes. So given that Twitch's app appears to like to misbehave when I'm live, what I may have to do in the future is try managing it through just my browser. Just kind of disappointing. Twitch's app is just not very good. 7 streams. Thank you very much for the watch streak there. Thank you very much, Mikey. Yeah. What's funny is it may not look like it because everything's so green and beautiful here. Granted, it's more green and beautiful than usual because it got a little bit of rain last night, but you're actually looking at a highway interchange there. It's just kind of dug into the hill. Zone schemes, a decent wide receiver crop minus nuke. Then what are you complaining about? Light years better than last year? Well, then why are you saying it's so vanilla? Dude, I mean, it's like week 2 of the preseason. Yeah, they're not going to be busting out every scheme and wrinkle. That's honestly, keeping it vanilla probably means, okay, you've got a bunch of new players on your offense. You want them to learn and practice the fundamentals first, get the fundamentals of the offense down, and then build up to the fancy stuff. John is hiding in the box. Welcome on in, John. How are you doing? John and his massive BSD numbers. Okay. So I need to actually be writing this down, which I have not been. So I'm gonna do that. So 45, 45. This will be 80. We'll see how that goes. It was 2 sets of 15. So if I'm hitting sets of 15 on 45, I feel like I should be able to hit at least a few sets on 80. Before I do that, I'm gonna try and figure out how to access, let's see, twitch.tv/BullMuscle. See if this works. So if I open, can I open that in the Twitch app? Let's see what it does. Open. Then it sends me back to this screen where it doesn't allow me to, it just shows me a bunch of randos. So it keeps just giving me a bunch of like TikTok style scrolls instead of actually allowing me to select the channel that I want. Why is it doing this? I don't know. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever to me. Yeah, the Twitch app is just goofy. All right, that's fine though. I'll just log on via the mobile app, so start watching. Purple TV might be a good option for future streams. I'm not sure what Purple TV is. Fish Squatch, having a struggle bus with a low bar, got some reps in, going to fix this going forward. Go ahead and brag a little bit. Come on, tell us what your numbers were today. Third-party Twitch app. It's open to KBS today. So that way I don't have to use the app for this. should come in. Come on. All right, I'm gonna do another set while Twitch decides to be unhelpful. Just hit set number 3. All right. This little sandwich here. Actually gonna lower this just a touch. Wait a minute, Bill Callahan is still around? Dude, he was the coach that sent Nebraska down the tubes 20 years ago. Cornhuskers fans do not like that man at all. Here we go. Oh, that was tough. I like that though. It felt good. It's not bad. It was, 80 pounds for 6 reps. That's technically it's a new PR, but realistically it's because I've never tried that before. That tells me I probably could hit 2 plates on there for maybe 3 or 4 reps. I think I wasn't quite hitting complete range of motion on the last maybe 1 or 2, but otherwise it was pretty solid. Neither do, oh God, yeah, well, I don't blame the Raiders. I don't blame Bill Callahan for what happened to the Raiders. I blame the Raiders for what happened to the Raiders. I mean, the amount of terrible draft picks Al Davis made in those years would have sabotaged any coach. No, I don't want to open the Twitch app. God above, that's annoying. You keep spamming me with, why aren't you opening this in the Twitch app? It's because I can't reach my own channel on the Twitch app. No. It says open app. What do you mean it means open app to chat? Oh my God, that's annoying. Literally won't let me manage the stream through a browser. Literally just says open an app to do anything on this. Wow. That is awful. Okay, that's really annoying. So it doesn't, holy shit. That's really annoying. That's horrific. Am I allowed to follow myself? I wonder if I can do that. No, that's remarkable. Oh, this is so awful. So you literally can't. Okay, well that represents a challenge. That means I still can't manage my stream even though. Wait, I've got it. Hang on. Desktop site. Now I'm thinking with my big brain. But the fact that Twitch makes it this impossible to use the app, like that their app is this bad that I have to go to this extent just to manage my own stream on it is insane. Tally, good to see you. Am I using Firefox? I use DuckDuckGo, which I think is based off of Chrome, but maybe Firefox is the move. It's not even user interface. It's like Twitch's app. I'll show you guys, okay? I'm going to do this set, and then we'll set up on the next one, and I'll go from there. But I'll show you exactly how bad it is. It's atrocious. I don't know what Twitch's app designers are thinking, but yeah, there's basically like the user interface completely changes when you go live on the mobile app, and it doesn't let you manage the stream on the mobile app, which you would think that's like the one thing it should do. I might, 50 yard, oh yeah. Took a 50-yard sack on a 4th down in the 4th before the 2-minute. Why wouldn't you just throw the ball? I mean, even if you take the intentional grounding, that's going to be better than a 50-yard sack. That's insane. I mean, taking a 50-yard sack under any circumstances is a bad idea, let alone on a 4th down. Like literally at that point, screw it. You're now the punter. Just try to punt the ball out of bounds. That's probably a better option. Because that you technically, if you did that, it wouldn't be intentional grounding. It would be considered a punt. That's uh that's a low intellect QB play, I gotta be honest. Can you do an angry face? Yeah, probably. Um, Here, if you want me to do an angry face, I'll face the camera this time. Usually I like to face away from the camera to show off the lats for this exercise, but that's fine. I go facing this way today. All right, let's go. It's not bad. Now, there's actually a couple really good modeling pictures I've got from the show that have me in a much more serious or angry mood. So I am selling those, by the way. If you're interested in getting some of the modeling pictures, come talk to me on Discord. You may also notice one other small setup change. Okay, so I'm gonna go put the weight belt back because we don't need it now. All right. Okay, so if I have to use desktop mode, I can at least put inputs into chat. That's nice. So here's what the Twitch app looks like on mobile when you're live. See, normally there's a little red button down here that allows you to manage or go live on your own channel. But because I'm not using the app, because I'm using Stream Elements, I think all it does is just show you random channels it thinks you might be interested in, but there's no obvious way to manage my own stream via the Twitch app while I'm live using Stream Elements. I do not understand why this is. Like, there's nothing, right? Like, this is some random channel I can follow here. This has my story up here, but like if you go to it, it just goes to a camera. It doesn't allow you to manage your stream. And that has some of the other people I'm following up there. It has a list of people I'm following, but it doesn't have anything about myself or my own channel in there. It's the worst freaking app I have ever seen. So maybe if one of y'all, if one of y'all wants to help me, if one of y'all wants to help me figure that one out, I'd be very appreciative. But until then, at least we can use, at least for today's stream, can use we can use the desktop site to make things happen how and when we need to. It just blows my mind though. It's like, who designed this? I mean, you can't sit here and tell me like that was intentional, or that was unintentional rather. Like, someone from Twitch must have been like, hey, what if we want to punish people who don't like using our garbage app? Well, let's make it impossible for them to manage the app on the show. And then if they try to use it via a mobile browser, we're going to say, nope, you got to use the app to do like even just a basic chat command, which I will happily just use the mobile browser site. It's janky, but at least it works. It just blows my mind though. Like, how are you this bad at your job? Competence is an underrated thing. It's harder to find than you might think. All right, so we got some shrugs next. And we're gonna move a little bit faster now. We've been dicking around in AVL, and as a result, been going too slow. So we're gonna do behind the back shrugs today. Bring you guys in for that. There we go. 5-day crystal bit. Nah, I know it's not Crystal, because Crystal, they don't, all of Twitch's workers are in the Bay Area. That's where Twitch is located for like their dev team. And the Bay Area doesn't do Crystal. You don't find Crystal north of the Mason-Dixon or west of about Louisiana. All right, here we go. Hands are off. There we go. Nice. Yeah, just kind of, if there's some way to do that, like actually manage to stream live via the Twitch app, someone please find that and let me know, because I'm stumped. So is Purple TV an app, or right, what I'm trying to do is easily control and manage the stream from my other phone. That's all I'm trying to do. Okay, well, I'll download it then while we're going along here. So let's see. This is 245, and we did 12 there. That felt pretty good. I might try 250 or 255. All right, well, while I'm resting, I'll take Purple TV. This is the thing, have to do a little bit of A/B testing. By the way, do y'all see the little financial independence block? It replaces the Twitch app, okay? All right, I'm looking for it. Give me a sec. Purple TV. It says Purple TV, Purple Simple, Purple VOD, Purple Video, Purple Remote. It's like, is this what you're talking about? And if so, which one? All right, I'm gonna hit another set. That felt pretty good. I want to go a little bit heavier, I think. Let's try 255. Did you catch Dodgers Masterpiece Theater fan fiction read along? No, I didn't. Unfortunately, much in the same way that you don't see Dodgers showing up that often on my streams anymore because of the time difference, the same applies. So usually if Dodger goes and streams, let's say at 8 or 9 p.m. East Coast time on the weekends, I'm just getting off of work and I'm usually going to the gym. And look, don't get me wrong, Dodger's awesome, but the gym is more important to me. There we go. I just realized y'all can't even see the weight from this. For those of you wondering, it's 255. So it's a 55-pound plate, 45-pound plate, and then fives on the ends. That felt good. I'm gonna stick to 255. You posted. Okay, I'll use the link. It's kind of a pain in the ass to do, but okay. This is opposed to, see, if it's an app, you download it from the App Store usually, but I'll just do that. That's fine. Copy link address, paste. There we go. Verification successful. Purple TV mirror from South Korea. Dude, this looks like I'm gonna get a virus from it. This does not look like this looks super sus, dude. I'm gonna not do that. I'm just gonna manage it from the desktop. Yeah, it's annoying, but whatever. It's not that bad. Especially if I can go to creator dashboard. There we go. I can do stream manager. Nice. Okay, so now I actually have the stream manager, so I can edit the stream info, create the channel, do a break, all that jazz. Now we're talking. So I just need to update the stream manager to make it more easy to do from the mobile phone. There we go. Sick. All right, that's not bad. Let's do one more test. Make sure this works. Okay, got it. Should work now. Awesome. Okay, and that's appearing. All right, that's what I wanted to see. All right, next set. Oh shit, forgot to end the previous set. That was rest. That's fine. Hey, Midnight, how you doing? All right, that was pretty tough. Feeling good with that though. That was 255. I usually don't go that heavy. So let's see. What did I do on upright rows last time? 65 dumbbells. All right, what was last time on barbells? 13 at 135. Okay. Let's start with 135. If we can hit a set of 15, I'll go up weight. So upright rows, really good for getting the traps up. You just got out of bed? Bro, how have I been awake for longer than you have? And I live literally 6 hours behind you. Granted, I kind of naturally wake up at 5:30 now. So, like, I woke up more or less unprompted at 5:20 this morning. Got 7 hours of sleep. I need to get more. I have trouble with that. Trouble is, I get hungry late at night, and so I'll eat something, and then I get hot, and then it's harder for me to go to sleep, which makes me want to eat something else. It's a really vicious cycle. Dragon Knight, good to see you. How to go about finding a phone to buy? Yes. Stay away from Apple. You're already on the right track there. I would recommend, no, I'm going to move this too. There we go. Move this back just a touch. That's going to be better. So I don't use Apple. I got a refurbed Motorola Power. You can look for a 5G Power. This cost me, I think it's $180 new, but if you bought one refurb, it'd be less. And then if you are looking to go for internet anyway, like if you need a place, my internet company paid for me to switch to this. So I got $100 off for trading in my old phone. So I got this phone for about $80. And, you know, internet, yeah, I got to pay for it, but I was going to do that anyway. Yeah, that's the thing with Apple. You either have to buy into that whole Mac universe, so you're going to want a Mac computer and an Apple TV or any of the other Apple stuff. But if you only have one Apple product, it will not, like Apple refuses to make their products interact well with any non-Apple product. See, I like Motorola because it's cheap. They're all invasive of your privacy. They're all not going to protect you from that. So you might as well pick the one that's at least cheap. Just don't buy a Huawei either, because that's Chinese. I'm okay with American companies spying on me. Or, okay, I'm not okay with it, but I'm more cognizant of it can happen, but at least there are some legal ramifications to if they go too far. Whereas with the Chinese, there's no boundary. You're going to get spied on. You're going to get your any IP stolen that you create. It's awful. All right, let's go. So upright rows, right? Real key is to squeeze the tricep or the traps at the top. Space your hands, but kind of spread them out. Stretch the thumbs together. That's roughly about where your hands should go. That was actually tougher than last time. Shit. I forgot to do the set and get off the rest. That's fine. I'm off kilter. It was only a set of 12. It felt pretty challenging. I think I'm not going to go up weight. I'm going to stick with this for 12 to 15 reps. Google Pixel phones have gotten pretty good. They're expensive though. It used to be that you bought an Android phone because you wanted to save some money. Like that's the thing. Apple doesn't offer, in terms of performance, Apple's aren't that much better, but they cost way more. It used to be, I think, that Apple was like Tesla. You would get something that actually Apple kind of really still is like Tesla. Years ago, this may have been the case maybe like 2012 for Apple, 2018 for Tesla, where you got a set of features that no other phone could really replicate, or with Tesla, any car could replicate. But we've got competitors now in both fields. All right, so we're about half hour into the stream, and the phone is performing well, by the way, Mikey. It's still at 80%, so looking like we've got our plan there. Apple phones hold their value, but every time you buy one, you're just going to be forced to upgrade a few years later, and you're not going to get shit for your phone. Phones depreciate so fast, even Apple ones. That's the thing, right? Let's say as a percentage, sure, an Apple phone depreciates less than an Android phone, but the depreciation alone in a $800 Apple phone, right, is going to be more than the total expense of a Motorola phone, right? Because you're not going to get, right, even after a year or two, if you bought an Apple phone for 800, you'd be lucky to get half of its value in 1 year, maybe 500 or 600 bucks. Well, that delta, 300-400 bucks, is more than enough to pay for a Motorola and a plan for it. And for the love of Christ, never finance a phone. Really, that's a good rule for life in general. Don't ever finance a depreciating asset. But phones depreciate about faster than just about anything else on any other consumer good. So like, really don't do that. Don't finance a car, but especially don't finance a phone. There are times where you can make an argument for financing a car. They're very limited and they involve tax credits though. If you're basically, if you're getting, so when I had my Volt, I did finance it, but it's because I got 0% interest on it and a $7,500 tax credit for doing so. There were good reasons for that. Depreciation still ate me alive because it was a Chevrolet, but in general, you're better off buying used for cars, you're better off buying used for phones, and you're better off not financing it. The only thing you should really try and finance in life is house. And even then, not all the time. Depends on what interest rate you get, depends on how big the house is, and it depends on how long you want to stay there. Let's go. Third set, or second set, excuse me. Yeah, that's tough. Traps ain't got the strength to hit upright rows as hard today. Don't know why. Okay, so that's second set on 135. Sticking to that. All right. Yeah, let's see. Sony phones. I didn't even realize Sony still made phones. I don't think of Sony much these days apart from the PlayStation. All right. I don't know. I'm like the one person who's had really good luck with Motorola's. A lot of people say Motorola's are like crap, but I think it's because I don't use my phone very heavily. You know, I'll listen to music, watch videos, occasionally stream on it, but I've never had bad luck with them. Need a phone that works, a battery lasts a day, decent camera. It was like 10 years ago standards. Then buy a phone from 2019 or 2020. Um, that strongly recommend that. Hell, Midnight Vid. Ask around on my Discord. I would wager someone within our Discord channel probably hasn't, or within our Discord server probably has an old phone they're looking to get rid of or looking to upgrade to. $9.99 unlocked. Oh, that's the other thing. Buy your phone unlocked, which is if you finance your phone, they won't unlock it for you. So you again, don't buy a phone you can't afford. If you can't buy it outright with cash, you can't afford it. And before you say, yeah, but most people can't afford a $900 phone. Yes, they can't. Which is why most people shouldn't be buying a $900 phone. Like hell, even the nicer Apples they're into four-digit territory. Unless like I fail to understand what the value is in spending four digits on a phone. I've seen and interacted with a brand new iPhone. I mean, they're nice, but they're not 5 to 6 times as nice as a brand new Motorola. They're just that value isn't there. You're paying for a brand. All right, let's go. Ah, starting to have a little bit of form break at the end there. All right, we're done uprights. Actually, we're done traps for the day. We're gonna move on to biceps. Come on, off you come. Stream looks good, but looks like darker in the gym. Well, we know the lighting is the same. So, at least the backlight could be. I take pics in the dark. Ah, that sucks. All right, let's go ahead. We'll go ahead and we're gonna hit Preacher Curls next. So, oh, oops, using Preacher Curls. We'll hit hammers then. We'll hit it over here. That's fine. All right, we're gonna test out the other camera side. Boom. If it's picking up music, let me know. I don't really feel like getting copyrighted today, but I'm far enough away from it to where it shouldn't be an issue. Do this way. We're at hammer curls. All right, let's go here. Feeling adventurous. Let's start with 65s and see how we can do them. I think, let's see, what was it I did last time on hammer curls? This time I did hammer curls for, yeah, just set a 10 at 65. We'll see how that feels. Kind of hear it? Okay. Is it, if it's like muffled enough to where you can't hear it too bad, then I don't have to worry about it. I just don't really feel like getting copyrighted for someone else's music. I don't really, it's not my right to tell them to turn it off. That's not cool either. So if it's too muffled, all right, perfect. That's what I wanted to know. Excellent. Because like it shouldn't, right? These headphones more or less interact as my mic, so it shouldn't pick it up very much, if at all. Let's go. Not bad. Pretty decent for a hammer curl. Yo, what's up, PA? Good to see you. Welcome on in. Main man from the Golden State. How are you? We're polishing the guns today, hitting biceps. We're gonna hit. Going for to disassemble my closet, move my truck out of the driveway. Yeah, y'all. EA's got. He likes to call it the Brown Battleship, and it's pretty accurate. It's a either an 89 or a 90, I forget which. F250 with the 460 big block, which is an engine that, while incredibly stout, you can actually watch the fuel meter decrease whenever he hits the throttle. Like dead ass. He goosed it on I-5, uh, and I think in a handful of miles, we lost like an eighth of a tank. Shit's wild. Yeah, there you go. It's an 89 F250. I forgot which. It's a brick nose. That's really, I mean, Ford didn't really change it from 1987 to 1991 because those were the brick nose years. You know, they might have tweaked fuel injection a little bit because it was 80s Ford fuel injection, which means it was basically a slightly better carburetor. Better than GM's Crossfire though, and I'm a GM fan. I'll admit that. So better than any crap Chrysler was putting out at the time. The LA engines were dogs. Two, three, four. Come on. Three more. Starting to cheat on the last few reps there. This is hammer curls. That's okay. The whole point of this is power, right? For range of motion and form, we're gonna hit preacher curls after this. Hey, Philippe, good to see you. Welcome on in. Yeah, Mikey, so his 94 F-150 drank gas like that, so it had two tanks. I believe, and yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, I know your truck has two tanks, but I believe you just recently fixed it so that you are able to use the second one again. I love the OBS body style F-Series trucks. The 92s through really any of the trucks, the bull nose, the brick nose, or some people call it the arrow nose, most people call it the OBS, old body style. Because in the late 90s, both Ford and GM did this thing where they sold an old and a new style of the same truck simultaneously. Because you had a lot of mostly farmers that wanted the old shit and did not want to upgrade. Which, given how beautiful the OBS F-150 was and how kind of jelly bean weird the 10th gen was, totally understand that. But now, any F-Series built between Bullnose was 1982, I believe, and the last OBS year was 1997. They're all beautiful. My favorite's the 92s through 97s, especially if you get it with the straight six. Straight six did not make a lot of power. It was about one of the most durable power plants ever put into a production vehicle. I haven't got the rear tank out yet. I have to rip out the tow bar to get the tank to drop. Oof, dude, on a car produced from 1989, there's gonna be some seized bolts there. Have fun with that. That's awful. All right, let's go. Come on, how bad you want it? Let's go. Come on, two more. One more. Let's go, come on. Yes, sir. That was good. All right, there we go. It's an aftermarket tow bar. The bolts on are still good. Oh, well, that's awesome then. That makes your life a ton easier, doesn't it? Do you know if it was an OEM? I mean, that's no indictment against Ford or against, uh, anyone. 35 years of wear and tear on any vehicle is going to cause some, a little bit of issues in that regard. All right. So next up, we got preachers. So, right, contrary to the hammer curl, we're working on power and explosiveness. The preacher curl is meant to be a little bit more range of motion oriented. So for this, I like to go more in the sets of 12 to 15. Now, there's no reason you have to go for a 15 rep set. You can do preacher curls at lower weights or lower reps for higher weight, but I would give you this warning. Don't just dive into it. Because the preacher curl is very good at isolating your biceps, right? You have this pad here. The pad more or less forces you. You can't cheat a preacher curl. I mean, unless you're doing, this. But if you're doing that, you've got bigger problems. Because the preacher curl forces isolation, if you go way too heavy, way too quickly, it's also higher likelihood you can tear a bicep. And that is, it snaps like a rubber band. You don't want that. So in general, I love the preacher curl. It's a fantastic exercise. But don't be stupid. You can do that. You can say that for anything in the gym, but for the preacher curl especially, relative to other curls, because the range of motion is a little bit higher, because your elbows are static, you're at a mechanical disadvantage relative to a conventional dumbbell curl or a conventional barbell curl. Just be smart. I think that goes without saying. All right. And if you have to, take a couple breaths at the top. 13, 14, come on, one more. The last few reps on a preacher curl set, it should be hard. Should be feeling that pump. And then go slow on the last eccentric. Oh, that's good. It's like that set took me over a minute. It should. You want time under tension with preacher curls. All right. Oh, excuse me for just one moment. I need to use the bathroom. Give me 1 second. Appreciate that. I try to make those bathroom breaks pretty quick. We're back. Stream is dropping frame. Oh, interesting. It shouldn't be. Virtually nobody's in here, and it's running off the same Wi-Fi. If it's doing that, that might be a problem. For some reason, it really hurts my elbows, dragging my. If that's the case, don't do preacher curls, right? There's, I would say, you have to listen to your body. Some exercises work for some people, and some don't work for others. It's a body physiology thing, right? If you find that sissy squats, for instance, don't feel good on your knees, don't do sissy squats. You don't have to do any given exercise. Find a replacement or find an alternative where you can feel the pain from, progressive overload, but you're not feeling joint pain or ligament pain. And you sort of have to do trial and error to figure out which exercises those are. It's going to vary. Now, there are some exercises that are painful no matter what you do. Nobody likes the feeling of squats, but you need to do them. LaFrel Felipe, so yeah, you mentioned the shorts. A week ago, for those of you who didn't know, after the modeling show, the producer rented out a catamaran and we had a boat party, but we were instructed to wear all white. So I had to go to Walmart and buy just a basic white pair of gym shorts. So that's a new feature. So they're just gym shorts, so nothing fancy, but yeah, I like them. Might have been a dead spot for Wi-Fi. I mean, I know where the router is in here. I'm not that far from it at any given point, but that's good to know. Is it still showing that I'm online? It should, but this is dumb. I should look at it on my phone. I have that option now. All right, I'm gonna do a set and then I'll do that. All right, let's go. And with preacher curls, you can vary grip. Feel better burn with wider grip generally, but it's good to vary. 6, 7, 8, 9. Come on. Focus. Strong leg pull. Let's go. 12. Come on. You got this. Just 3. Whew. Oh, that was a gnarly set. That was 85-second set. Now, granted, I held it for a few seconds, at the top of the rep range there. That's okay, but still, it's probably at least 60 seconds under tension. Online just drop frames. Okay, that's fine. Um, Keep note of that. If it becomes a repeating issue, um, that may be something I need to figure out. Live on bench doing the last at a high percent. Almost missed the re-rack around. Or Jesus Christ, dude. At the weights you do, uh, please be careful. And for the love of God, I mean, I know I don't need to tell you this, but don't be using clips at your level because that shit gets pinned on you. It's going to cause damage. I mean, you're an absolute monster in the gym, dude. You're stronger than I am by quite a large margin, but you're you're asking for trouble with that. Okay, so you got catch pins. All right. Yeah, if you got catch pins, then you're good. So I don't like benching with catch pins in general, and I've had to do this at a max before, which is north of 315 for me. But in the event that that happens, because I don't put clips on, right? You see, I'm using the clips on, this preacher curl, because if I fail, okay, there's no big deal. It just, comes back down here. But on a bench press, if I fail, let's say, God forbid, a freak accident happens, I tweak something in my muscle somewhere, I'm benching. If I don't have a clip on, all I have to do is tilt it to one side, the weights fall off, and then the weights will fall off the other side, and we're good. Is it elegant? No. But is it a much safer way to uh, bail, quote unquote, then if the clips are on and you're alone and you're benching, you fail, well, now it's pinned on you. And if you're going at a high, a 3 rep weight or a 2 rep weight or a max, now you're in trouble. So very much a believer. Clips certainly have their uses. Shoulder press is a great one. Squats are a great one. Um, Lady Stiletto, welcome on in. But for bench press, strongly recommend against using clips. Now, if you have an imbalance and you do want to use clips to help correct the imbalance on your bench, then use a spotter. Have someone there with you. Or use catch pins. That's just my opinion. But in general, safety first when it comes to the gym. If you feel as though something is unsafe, don't become a coward. Don't use safety as an excuse to be a coward. Ask someone who looks knowledgeable. If you still feel unsafe, do it at a very light weight and work up to a weight that is challenging to you. There is no worse feeling than ego lifting or overdoing it and then putting yourself out of commission for weeks or even months because you hurt yourself. That's entirely counterproductive. And everyone will do it at some point in their gym journey, myself included. You better believe I've hurt myself ego lifting before. I've got examples. Now I haven't done anything. I don't think I've had an ego lifting injury in over 3 years, and I have no intention of getting another one. Frankly, it wasn't even an ego lift that I got hurt on. It was anger and stupidity. If you guys want me to talk about that, just ask. But I'm gonna do another set. All right. Third set on preachers. I want 15 here. This is gonna be tough. Let's go. Let's see what we got after this. We'll do pull downs next. Go over and hit the machines. I got straps coming in too, eventually. Once I get the straps in, that's going to be super helpful for pull days, but it hasn't happened yet. All right, let's go. Six. 13. Come on, come on, come on. Slow. Ouch. That was good. That was really good. All right. So let's see what we got. I might do some wrist curls as well today. I haven't done wrist curls in a minute. It'll probably be a really good one to work. Like a little reverse grip wrist curl. But that, if I'm going to do that, I'll do it at the end. Because that's going to sap grip strength even more, which I don't need to be doing quite yet in the workout. Let's see. We'll do wide grip pull downs, maybe face pulls. We're doing backup sets. We'll do 2x2 at 475. Jesus Christ. Had to rep it. Fine. Lost my iron. Two choices. Push, you get the re-rack, or just bail to the pins. Just push, will be fine. Good for you, man. That's just, dude, your numbers are just mental. They are so impressive. All right, so I'm gonna set you guys up here. And then, so we're doing wide grip pull downs here, right? So you might be saying, all right, Bull, why are you doing a pull down machine? You did pull ups earlier. And the answer is, that's true. But with that knurled straight bar, right, you can't really do a good wide grip. It's not as canted. Whereas this is. So, right, I need to move you guys further. Okay. Still working out the kinks on angles for this one. So I'm going to move you all right back at about there. There we go. Perfect. So the other reason for this is that because it's canted and because I'm kind of locked in, it allows me to better isolate and squeeze the lats. That's the goal of this exercise. We're only doing 2 sets because, again, we've already done pull-ups. But for pull-downs, you can work a really nice variety of ranges. The other thing that's nice about pull-down machines as far as exercises are concerned is, right, with a pull-up, you're working with body weight and gravity. With a pull-down, it is a uniform tension from the cable at any point during the exercise. So the tension applied here is the same as the tension applied here. With body weight, you're moving, even if you try and isolate and go like, military grade levels of strictness, you're still going to have a little bit more variance than you are with a cable. So you shouldn't do one exclusively at the expense of the other, but it's good to mix in. All right. Also, again, I don't recommend doing cable pull downs for power. I think you're best off with pull-ups for that. Cable pull downs, you want to be doing a little bit more on the hypertrophy rep range side. So here we go. We'll work the squeeze. I wish I had my straps. Starting to feel limits on grip strength, starting to get fatigue at grip. That's always frustrating, but not much you can do about it. I don't know, how's the angle on that? I haven't done this machine usually live before, so. Back offset's one okay. 4x4 without issue. Nice. It's pretty good, bro. I'm just, I'm always amazed at how strong you are. Do you ever, I don't think I've ever seen you do like pull-ups uh, or rows. I don't, I mean, I've seen your lats, they're huge, but like I'm thinking about it, I normally see you just doing BSD. You do pull-ups, 80 sets of 10, rows are done. How the, bro, 365 strict for reps, it's insane. Like I'm sitting here, rows are a struggle point for me. Again, would you use do you use straps, by the way, John? Because if you're doing 365 for rows without straps, how do you get your grip strength to not be completely shot doing that? Because grip strength is that's my sticking point right now. When the hell are you doing that? Dude, throw some rows in there too. I wanna watch how you do those. I wanna learn something. Um, hey Mochado, good to see you. Welcome on in. All right, so we're north of halfway through this workout, by the way, Mikey. We're still at 65% battery, so think this is going to be our streaming rig from now on. Real happy about that. Okay, let's go ahead and do another set. We're moving slow today, but a lot of that was AV set up with the new rig. I don't always make excuses for going slow, but sue me. That was 16, I think. Is that a 15 or 16? Let's see. So that was, let's see, two. Oh, we missed a set there. Forgot to add it on. That's fine. Yeah, because we've done 18 so far. 3, 6, 9, 12, 16, 18. So we got 4 sets of low rows, single pull downs, incline curls. All right, we're here. We'll do low rows. Just move over one machine. It's another one where you can vary the grips, vary the form, right? You go underhand, side grip, overhand grip. Really up to you. You have to feel out where we are on these. Appreciate that, bro. I'd love to see him. Because, like, I mean, like your bench is 475, mine's 365. So there's like about a 90-pound delta, or a 110-pound delta, excuse me. Like if you're repping at 365 on rows and I'm only repping 225, I feel like that's a weak point of mine. I feel like that's a place where I've still got some room to gain. All right, here we go. Let's start with a cross grip. I'm gonna do cross and over and under and another cross. This machine needs some grease. So it was 175 and I did 15 there. I'll probably bump up the weight next time I do cross grip. I'll probably just bump up the weight period. I kind of wanted to do like a 12 rep set here. Unless even a 10. So what I'm trying to do is, right, I hope y'all saw that. Really squeeze the lats at the back end. Keep the chest on the pad as much as possible. Kind of go from there. All right. By the way, fun little fact, we are at 2020 followers, so we're almost as many followers as we have, we're almost to 2024 followers. Kind of cool feeling. Okay. All right, next set. We're gonna go up to 190. I'm gonna do this one overhand. Overhand grip anything always seems to be where my grip strength fails the fastest. We will see whether or not that applies here. Also feel like this seat is slightly too high. We're gonna try and or maybe not. I don't think this thing's moving. Yeah, this machine definitely could use some grease. I'll throw in a maintenance request or something there. That seat's not moving at all. All right. Come on, losing grip. The other thing I hate about some of the machines, they have this like resin or poly grip on them instead of it just being the metal bar, and it slips when you use it. I don't understand why a lot of these machine makers like to put that stuff on there. Just let me grip the metal. It's so much easier. Yeah, your hands get torn up a bit, but you get so much more friction. I hate that. Absolutely annoying. Well, thankfully, I don't have to do it overhand again, so yeah, that one always just bothers me. Like, there's no reason for that. Like, it's a quality thing too, because I know they're not supposed to slip, but they do. Like, you can see, I'm just manipulating it just by turning my wrist. It's just I think that it gets glued on or something, and then over time, the glue wears down, because it's going to get used and gripped and repeated over and over and over again. It's poor design. But, leave it to an engineer to find flaws and critiques in mechanical design. That is kind of what I spent a lot of time studying. Simplicity is key. Give me a metal bar, preferably a knurled one. Let me hit the fucker that way. So much better. I'm getting straps in the coming days to weeks. Just gotta wait for them to come in. They're gonna be just a basic pair of iron bowls. Um, this is the time in my pole workout where I could really use them. My back is not that gassed. My grip strength is. It's just there's not much I can do about it at present. All right. So see, this is our, so we've done 20 sets. This is our 21st set. So we got 2 more sets of this. We're gonna go ahead and do incline curls, face pulls, single arm pull downs, concentration curls, and abs. All right, let's go. God, it makes such a difference. My grip strength was not tiring out nearly as badly there, just because I was using a metal bar instead of this freaking plastic bullshit. Will metal on skin give you more calluses? Yes. Is that a bad thing? No. Calluses on your hands are proof that you've put in work, be that in the gym or outside. Calluses aren't necessarily manly. Calluses are just good. If you're a girl, you've got calluses on your hands because you actually go into the gym and you don't loaf, like you're doing serious shit, that's attractive. Like that, hell yeah, respect. You know, it's natural to have calluses on your hands. It means you've been putting in work. All right, we're gonna do one more set on this with the cross grip, then we're gonna move to uh, incline curls. So as I was saying earlier, right, we did hammer curls for explosiveness. We did preacher curls for range of motion. We did chin ups and pull ups for explosiveness and range of motion, right? 15 rep set at 45, and then 6 rep sets at 80. By this point in the workout, there's not a ton of value in hitting super heavy low rep sets, right? All the initial energy, that fast twitch energy, that's already been expended. So you're looking, just my opinion, by the second half of your workout, you should bias your more hypertrophy oriented 12 to 15 to 20 rep stuff towards the back end of the workout and your heavier stuff at the front end of the workout. Doesn't have to be doesn't have to be exclusive, right? You can mix and match, but in general, it's a better way. You don't really want to be you don't want to be doing your high weight, low rep bench stuff at the end of your workout. I think that's counterproductive. Now there's benefits, if you want to do like bench press at the end of your workout, that's fine, but maybe do it for 15s, you know, or do it for 12s. Don't be trying to max out at the end of your workout. That's just practicing pain. All right, let's go. That's good. It's 12. All right, let's go hit inclines. Moving right along. All right. So incline curls, pretty simple. The idea is you take your normal seated curl. Because you're doing it at an incline, you don't need to be quite that steep or quite that shallow. I would say for incline curls, maybe at a slightly more upright angle than an incline bench press, somewhere between like 45 to 60 degrees. You can go a little bit further, but you go a little bit further back. Doesn't really matter. But the point, lower this a touch, really drive this home. The point here is that, right, with seated curl, this is your range of motion. Incline curl, you're almost starting a bit further back, really allows you to stretch at the bottom. You can also cant your elbows out, so you can just do regular supinated, or you can go kind of canted like this. Slightly works it works the biceps slightly differently. Vary it, your mileage may vary. There's pros and cons to both. What we're gonna do is that way. Yeah, that way. I try my best to keep everybody else out of shot. Nobody's consenting to being filmed, so it's just a polite thing to do. Sit. Let's start with 45, see how that feels. Usually I don't go this heavy, but I'm keen to attempt it. We'll do 3 sets of this, so probably do this set heavy and then go down weight. I don't know. If I'm able to rep 10 on this, I'll probably stick to it, but I have a feeling by rep 7 or 8 I'll be cheating. If know yourself. So I'm also gonna loosen my watch strap for this because when you hit biceps, it hypertrophy stimulates blood flow. Blood flow increases. Like for a biceps exercise, the blood flow is gonna be going down to my hands and back. Going to increase the size of the forearms, and increase the size of the forearms, increase the size of the wrists. All right, let's go. There we go. 6. Nine. That's all I got. We're going down weight. Yeah, starting to hit fatigue points. Let's go down to 40s. This is one where I'd rather emphasize range of motion, hypertrophy, and form than explosiveness, right? Again, nobody's going to sit here and be like, bro, how much you incline curl? Nobody's going to do that. Barbell curl maybe, but incline curl, again, the main point is you're putting yourself at a slight mechanical disadvantage by leaning back, emphasizing range of motion. All right, so we got 2 more sets on incline curls. Got a couple other pulls. Concentration curl set, and then we got abs. It's been a good workout so far. I'm excited. Apparently some of my Aussie friends are looking at going and doing a hike today, so probably join them for that. Should be a good time. I need to text them back, actually. I'll do that after this stuff. I try my best not to do that, but, if I have somebody counting on me for something, I try to oblige. Don't like being that guy where I keep people waiting. Let's go. Do this one kind of canted outwards. 5, 6, 7. Come on. Shit. Ah, I hit a failure point there. Hey, Sparky Marky, good to see you. All right, well, we'll stick to 40s then. I was expecting to get a 10th rep there. I was really hoping for 12, but that didn't happen. Okay. So, perfect. All right. So your viewer numbers have been pretty steady, hovering around 20 today. I'll take it. All right. I don't like doing these individually because it's harder. But part of me is sitting here thinking I need to push myself. I feel like that was a weak last set. Yeah, I like it. We'll go indie. We'll do indie on these. Come on. How bad you want it? Focus. Feel strong like bull. Oh. 5, 8. Come on. 9. Oh. Ooh. All right. Let's go hit face pulls, and we'll hit single arm pull downs, head back to concentration curls, and then to abs. So face pulls, for those of you who don't know, face pulls are really good at hitting the upper back and rear delts. Now, for those of you who have a good memory and or were here yesterday paying attention, you'll know, hey, wait a minute. Well, didn't you say you should do face pulls or you should do rear delts on your push days? The answer to that is yes. But in general, rear delts are not a muscle where you are going absolutely balls to the wall in terms of power. We're usually more a hypertrophy oriented muscle. Tony Caleb, 40 pounds is not light. I appreciate that. But because of this, right, you can work muscles you tend to do more hypertrophy work on, you can work a little bit more frequently. So for me, rear delts are just, they're this kind of odd man out. The motions associated with working the rear delts are pull oriented, but the deltoid itself, the rest of the deltoid is more push oriented. So it's one where I kind of try to do what fits. We've been working a lot of vertical pulls today, so pull-ups, right, lat pull-downs. We did low rows as well. We did upright rows. So keeping in theme with that, it's just hard for me. Like the exercise is literally called face pulls. I can't bring it. I can't do it. I can't physically bring myself to do face pulls on a push day. It just doesn't work. So that's one where really it is a your mileage may vary type of thing. Anyway, yeah, for rear delts, there really is no wrong answer. You can do it on pull, you can do it on push, you can split it up. Kind of up to you. You can see the last time I did these though. Okay, we did it at, let's try it at 44 for high. Oh, the other thing with face pulls. Face pulls, you will notice a difference if you start a higher one versus a lower one, right? So I recommend whenever you do face pulls, move the elevation of the bar, or rather the grips, and experiment with it. I recommend using the rope grips as well too. I think the rope grips generally work the best for this exercise. That's all, I can already tell it's actually gonna be too light. Let's try 49. This is meant to be a hypertrophy exercise, but I still want to get 15 hard reps. You good? Yeah, that's right. So you want to bring the bar. Oh, wait. Skip the next step. There we go. Pull the bar to your face, as the name suggests. Try not to lean too far back, but you can lean some. You can also bend your legs if you'd rather do that. Full range motion is key. Just work your rhomboids, rear delts. Oh, 17, that was good. So now we'll do the next set, lower, go from there. By the way, y'all, for those of you who are interested in seeing modeling footage or pictures, including ones that are exclusive and behind the scenes, that are what I would say some of the best I've ever looked, come talk to me on Discord. I do have some exclusives. And they're not free, but I found some people, it's a demand, so it's something I'm willing to supply. All right. Yeah, that'll show. All right. This is one of those exercises I kind of wish I was shirtless for, but there's too many people here for that. All right, here we go. Here we go. That's tough. That's good. I like this. You got more in you. Let's go. It's 14. That's pretty good. That was a little bit heavier weight. Kind of glad I did that. I felt good. Alright, so we're going to do next kneeling single arm pull downs. These are where we really, really hit that squeeze on the lats. Dragonite, you're looking at them. There are, but I like to think of myself as number one in that regard. Not trying to be arrogant, but no, there are actually some guys who can outlift me in here if you're talking about just strength. But some of them are, a lot of them around here, there are a lot of Polynesians, particularly Samoans and Tongans. And if you've ever seen the rugby teams from those islands, those dudes are freaking huge. Now, they're built like bowling balls. They're not particularly cut most of the time, but in terms of raw strength, they dwarf me. They absolutely crush me. There's a couple of guys like that in here. Not right now, because I think most everybody's still sleeping. But so what was our last pull? Nearly pull down. So we're doing it 64 for sets of 16. So need to be going to let's try 69 today. Nice. So we only got 2 sets. Well, you've said as much. I didn't want to say it because it comes off as a bit conceited, but I mean, call a spade a spade. All right. It's a little bit high. Really good way to do that. All right, that'll have to do. This is not the ideal angle, but there's no really better options. So for this, you're kneeling. You use one arm to grab the post, use the other to pull down and really squeeze that lat. I like to go from an overhand to an underhand as well, like through the wrap. Oh my god. Oh. Come on. It's 14. That's pretty good. Felt pretty good. I think we're going to stick to 69 there. So you got this, inclines, and then abs. Not inclines, sorry. Cable curls. I'm actually going to go use the restroom one more time. Sorry. Give me 30 seconds, y'all. Appreciate that. I drink too much water. Ooh, I should probably talk about weight for a minute. Um, I weighed in. I overate yesterday too. Um, I was doing good until late in the evening, and then I just started snacking, and then I didn't stop, which is bad. What I need to do is get some lower calorie snacks again. Usually like a big bag of carrots. Yeah, bull starts grazing. I had a couple protein. I had two protein bars, some ham, some eggs. Which is, it's good food, high protein. But like I didn't need all that protein. I had 270 grams yesterday. That was entire. Actually 300. That was overkill. Um, Apples are very expensive here. You gotta remember this is Hawaii, so carrots are probably my go-to. I like carrots. They're sweet, they're crunchy, they take a little time to eat and digest. And carrots are still very cheap, especially if you buy them in bulk. You can get a bag at Costco for a few bucks. And a 6 pound bag of carrots will last me at least a week. But I haven't made a grocery store run in a little while, so carrots are also really good for your skin, which, given how much sunshine I get exposed to here, because it's a tropical environment, is very much a big deal. You get a lot of vitamin A. All right, last set. Well, last set for this anyway. Come on. Grip strength is what's holding me back there. Even on this, I'm starting to fail there before I'm failing on my lats. Some more. Nice. All right. I wouldn't normally do this before concentration curls, but we're here and the weight is, or the equipment is free. So we're gonna go ahead and do, uh, our cable curls, our cable crunches now for abs, because we're already here. It makes sense. Yeah, apples on trees is nice. Now, here, pineapples, mangoes, and avocados are fairly cheap, but they're very high in sugar, uh, so you have to be careful. Or in avocados case, very high in fat. One avocado is like a 400 pound or a 400 calorie treat. For 400 calories, I can have a couple eggs, some cheese, and a piece of toast. You know, one is closer to a meal, and one's just a piece of fruit. Again, don't get me wrong, I love avos, but trade-offs. All right, so we're gonna do crunches, and we're just gonna do 4 sets of crunches today. I don't really feel like doing leg raises. I don't feel like doing leg raises, but I feel like I should do them. No, I'm not gonna. I don't feel like it. I'm gonna just do crunches today because I feel like it. So there. Gonna head to the gym now? Hell yeah, Midnight Vid. You're kick ass. Love to hear it. All right, here we go. Oh, oh, my abs are already on fire. That's a good sign. There we go. Let me tilt the camera down a bit. I'm gonna try and do, that was a 2 second roughly about hold. A 3 count is usually about a 2 second for me. Um, so that was a 2 second. I just want to go 3 seconds, then 4 seconds, then 5 seconds. Try to hold it at the bottom for longer and longer periods of time and do fewer reps. Make it more challenging. We got 25 viewers. That's pretty good. So let's see who else is live. Figure out who it is that I probably will raid. C-Dub, Panda, and King Nick. All right, not much. That's fine. Maybe it'll be one of those. All right, let's carry on. All right, second set. Ouch. Oof. All that water and air. All right, we got 2 more sets. Then we got concentration curls, and then we're done. Come on. No quit now. How bad you want it? So you got to pull that weakness out of you. So, respectively, I got to pull it out of me. So we're going to go for try and do a 4 second hold at the bottom. And you'll feel it, right? This didn't happen just by accident. You'll feel it if you're doing these correctly at the bottom. You'll feel like you'll want to puke at the end of each rep, or at the end of each set, so rather. Uno más, baby, uno más. Last set, come on. This is where the gains are. Right here when you're at your most tired, when you just want to quit. You gotta pull that shit out of you. That's that old song "Till I Collapse" by Eminem, right? You just want to give up, but look beyond that. Look for the gains. Embrace the hardship. Embrace the hard times. Embrace the pain. Get over it. Become stronger through it. Let's go. Strong nipple. 2, 3. It was 8. At least I think it was 8. It was either 7 or 8. I kind of lost track. It's hard. Your ability to count. Like, you think counting's easy. When you get to the bottom, down there, it's the same thing with squats. You really have to devote mental energy to remembering how many reps you've done. All right. So last set here. This is concentration curls. Now, the point of these are maximum isolation, maximum hypertrophy. So just using something light. We're going to use a 30-pound dumbbell. Nothing special, nothing crazy. We'll bring you guys a bit further forward. So you know what, we're going to line you up. Yeah, just about there. So the goal here, right, the concentration curl, you're concentrating, isolating it by using your elbow against your knee to force only bicep contraction. Real Mikey. It's not as easy as it seems. You would think, oh yeah, it's just counting, no problem, but much more difficult than that. Okay, so we got one more set, and then I figure out who I'm gonna rate. It'll probably be C-Dub, just because I think he was doing working out, but if not, we'll see who else is there. Make a decision after the count. All right. So you guys, I'm trying to figure out the best angle for this. Yeah, that's it. Now you kind of go at an angle for each one. I like to, for concentration curls, kind of want to have your feet at about a 90-degree angle for a split. That way you can really kind of lean into it, focus on isolating the bicep above all else. And the other one is I will do assist reps at the end of this. So cool. Tilt it up just a touch. So, right, for assist reps, when I get too tired to be able to continue to do this, I will use my other arm to bring it up and then just fight it on the eccentric. This is how you burn out really well. And that's the whole point of this set. Let's go. Last set. 1, 2. You see biceps isolated. 10, Fight it. 1, 16. Come on. Pump. Wow. That hurts. So I will write that my notebook is 15/5, all right, as opposed to 20, because it wasn't 20 reps. It was 15 reps and then 5 eccentrics. Come on. 16. Oh, come on. Get that pump. Let's go. 18. 19. Fight it. Let's go. Fight it. Strong leg ball. Come on. So that was a 2-minute set. Now, granted, it was individual arms, so about 1 minute per set. But look at the pump. It works, right? So the pump, right? That's all that blood flowing into your muscles while you're training, tearing open those fibers, and then you get protein, and the protein allows you to repair the micro tears you put into your muscle fibers. That's the whole point. All right. Okay, so that's the end of the workout. We're going to look to do raid. Who do we got? We got C-Dub, we got Panda-san, we got King Neck. None of them are lifting. Nobody else is lifting right now. If any of y'all got a rec for raiding someone, I'm all ears. Because, I mean, there's nothing wrong with C-Dub or Panda-san or any of them, but like, it's not fitness content if that's what y'all are looking for. I'll give y'all a minute. In the meantime, let's stop the workout. See what we got here. Save it. We've got 2 hours, 844 calories burned, which seems about right. You know, a little over 400 calories an hour. That seems pretty reasonable. Maybe it's slightly overestimated. Oh, it says 907 calories. That's probably a slight overestimate. I'd guess closer to 800. Good training effect. This is a 4-hour recovery time. I wish. But all right, looks like we don't have any other recommendations for a raid, so we'll do its Panda-san, I guess. What the hell? Why did it pop up this time? How did the app only stream manager? Bruh, it just let me start using the app. Twitch's app makes no sense to me. It says I'm live. I don't understand that. That makes no sense to me. Yeah. Well, the nice thing is at least we can do this. Raid message. C-Dub. Oh, he's doing a big festival in Calgary. Oh, that'd be pretty cool. It's a Korean Day festival. All right, we're gonna do a raid in 90 seconds. So that's gonna be it for me today. Don't expect another stream until next weekend. I believe I have a photo shoot next weekend for modeling. Shouldn't be too bad. Might be doing more stuff with Empire Legacy in the future, so exclamation mark Empire if you want that. If you like my stuff, check out the Discord, exclamation mark Discord. If you really liked it, consider exclamation mark tip, or my link tree if you want to, send me a little present as a thank you. Check out my throne page, anything like that. As always, y'all, I really do appreciate everybody coming out and watching. Hope this was a useful and informative stream for you, and we still got 50 seconds to kill. The raid feature is like a 90 seconds, so it takes a little bit longer, but I'm cool with that. See, do we have feed? Thanks for the 7 win streak, the 7 stream streak, Mikey. Thanks for the 6 bits, LaFarrell. Yeah, I think that's about it. So, y'all, that's gonna do it for me. As always, make good decisions. It's good decisions form your actions. Those actions form your habits. Those habits form your values. Values form an ethos. We have a guide start through the rough waters of life. Much love, y'all. Come in for the hug. Great messages, bull rush. All right. There we go. See you next week. Nice. All right.